how to create and print labels using Mail Merge in Microsoft Word 2016. What is Mail Merge? It is a quick and easy way for businesses, schools, or individuals to add multiple information to letters, envelopes, or labels in a small amount of time. Labels come in all shapes and sizes for many purposes, such as mailouts for businesses, weddings, or birthdays. There are 3 steps to create labels. Step 1, create and set up your mailing list. You may use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, or the contact list from Outlook. Step 2, prepare the main document, which will be a Microsoft Word document. Step 3, preview and print perfect labels. We will now begin step 1, creating the source document, which is a mailing list in Microsoft Excel. Each column must have a heading, such as column A, first name, column B, last name, column C, the address, and column D, the city, state, and the zip. You must always save this document to the desktop, a jump drive, or a folder on the desktop. This document is going to be needed when we go to Microsoft Word to prepare the document for the mail merge and to print the labels. Now we move on to step 2, which is preparing the Word document for the mail merge and the labels. We click on Labels, then start Mail Merge. We will choose Labels from the Start Mail Merge dialog box. Your Label Options dialog box will appear. You check for your printer information. It's on continuous feed printers. That is good for now. You look for your label information, which are your vendors. What's showing now is Avery, A4, and A5. And when you look at the dialog box, there are several other different kinds of labels, vendors that you can use. But right now, we'll use Avery, A4, and A5. And when you get your label box, you make sure you look on the box and you look for your label product number. In this case, we're going to be using product number 5160. And then you say OK. Your Word document comes up. It shows you the size that your labels are going to be. Now you go back to Mailings and you click on Select Recipients. Here's where we're going to go back to our desktop and retrieve our mailing list where our list is. But this dialog box has options that says type a new list, choose from Outlook contacts, or use an existing list. We're going to choose use an existing list. Your Select Data Source dialog box appears and you go to where you saved it. In this case, we saved our document on the desktop and I named it Mailing List. It's an Excel file. Here it is. Double click and the Select Table dialog box opens and you make sure that the name of that tab is in the table and then you click on OK. And your Word document takes you to where we are going to put the records. So you go back to Mailings, and this is where we're going to take advantage of those column headings. We're going to insert Merge Field, and what you'll see is the first name heading, last name heading, the address, and the city, state, and zip heading. We'll go ahead and we'll put in the first one, which is first name. Then go back to Insert Merge Field, click Last Name, go back to Insert Merge Field, click on Address, go back to Insert Merge Field, and click on City, State, and Zip. And before you complete, you want to do cleanup on your records. So make sure that there's a space between first and last name. Make sure that your address is on a separate line, as well as your city, state, and your zip. And while you're in this screen, you want to go ahead and do any formatting that you want to your label. So you highlight the label and then click Home. You may want to change the font style to New Times Roman, change the font size to 12. I like to center my labels. Sometimes I like to change the color of my labels as well. I'll just pick a pretty blue. And this is just an example of what they'll look like. Then you click Mailings again, and you'll go over to where it says Update Labels. And so it does the same thing to all the labels that you have in the mailing list. And in step 3, you want to preview and then print your perfect labels. So you go back up here to Mailings, and you click on Preview Results, and what you'll see are the actual names that are in your mailing list. Okay, and then you will go here to where it says Finish and Merge. So this is where you're gonna print the information that you see on the screen. And you'll have options where you can go back and edit individual documents. You can print the documents, which we are going to do, and send email messages. So we'll go ahead and click on Print Documents. You merge to the printer dialog box appears. Once again, you have options to print all the labels, the current label that you would be looking at, or print from a certain range, like the first label to the 5th label. And then you click OK. Of course, your print dialog box comes up. You want to make sure that your correct printer is printing. I know this says printing 2 documents waiting. That's because I'm not actually printing. Make sure that your page range is selected. I've selected all. Make sure you tell it what to print. All pages in the range that you've selected. Pages per sheet 1, and whether or not if you're going to scale or not, and then click OK. And these are perfect labels ready to print and put on envelopes or letters.